I said the screen. You may need to enlarge it. Enlarge the screen.
All right, sir.
Enlarge the screen.
Yeah, so it's
You
easier
should be
for
able
the
to do
reader
that
to
yourself. You can do it.
because that tab that you're having on the screen it's from your own computer, so I can't enlarge it from my own side.
Okay, enlarge the screen like that. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, wherever you are joining us. This is the Movement Radio. My name is Alaba Ferreira from Chicago. I have with me some of my colleagues here, and starting with Ibukun. Ibukun,
Yes, good evening from my
Salisu.
own end. Yes, good evening from my own end. My name is Amoso Ibukolu Abiodun. Live and direct from Lagos, Nigeria, and it's nice to indeed join my other senior colleagues and, of course, fellow compatriots on this broadcast to indeed discuss subjects of national interest. I am very excited to be here and I look forward to a very robust conversation. And of course, to as many as those that will join us today, we would love you to join us and interact with us because that is the whole essence of why we are here. We are not just a bunch of talk heads who just wants to speak. We want to interact with as many as those that see the seriousness in what is being discussed. So thank you so very much. I pass the mic to the next panelist. Are you there?
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Salisu, your turn.
Yes, good
Ibrahim
evening, Nigeria.
Abdullahi.
Good evening from this end. I am Salisu Abdullahi from Abuja, Nigeria. I welcome you all. I look forward to a very interactive, engaging conversation with all of you because the topics we are going to discuss today are topics of national importance. And we are all here not just to talk cock and bull stories, but we are here to talk real issues. And I look forward to hear from all of you and learn from all of you. Thank you so much. You are all welcome.
Yes, Ifeoluwa, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
can you introduce yourself and tell our audience where you're
Right.
reaching us from?
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kayode Folua from Lagos, Nigeria. It's nice to be here on live too.
Yeah. So today's we will be generally talking about corruption, how the pervasive impact of corruption has been on Nigeria, and the circle of impoverishment and the moral collapse. And apart from that, that's the first article we will be delving into. And our second article will be the revolution, a peaceful change towards a revolution, a U-turn to the country. And our guest, Abdullahi Salisu, who wrote the article, will be taking that on for us. And these are the two things we're going to look into. Then we're going to get started in a minute, and then we're going to get everybody situated. And we want you, if you want to join our discussion for today, please join us on the Movement Radio on X. Please link up with the Movement Radio on X. We have it, join us there. That's where you can join us for contribution. Obukun would give you more details regarding that. Obukun, over to you.
Thank you very much. To as many as those that are indeed very active on X, we are live and direct on the Movement Radio. If you look at your timeline at the top of the headline, you see the Movement Radio, and that is where you can join us, pick up the mic, and let's have the conversation. you can engage, and there are quite a number of questions that is available for you to interact with or give us your feedback on. And one of it is, who are the enemies within? Well, you may not have joined us in the previous episodes, but I believe you get some hints to it during the course of this current episode. And I think everything that will be discussed would interest you, and you would not waste your time. It will be very insightful, and you find it very, very beneficial, and of course, an investment, a good investment of your time. So please join us on X, and that is where the real interaction will be taking place. Most of the education or the breaking down of what we have for you today will be done in the studio here. And of course, we are also streaming on video platform. Even on X, you can see the video format of what we are doing in the studio here. And of course, on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, we are firing on all cylinders. So you have the choice. You are indeed spoiled for choice to choose whichever platforms that you want to engage us from. And of course, you can also drop your comments. Once you drop your comments from any of these platforms, we would be seeing it from the studio here. And whichever comments that you want to drop, we will see it and we'll address it. That is for sure. So thank you so much for your cooperation in this matter. And of course, I'll pass the mic back to our host. Okay, well, maybe I should just go ahead. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, before you tell us who wrote the article, Corruption, Pervasive Impact on Nigeria, a Culture of Corruption, before you start on the article, is it possible you could share the X page on the screen so that we could see those that are joining from the X for the discussion part? Or is anybody joining, or is there?
Yes, I would do that. Yes, there's a way we can share that. I would do that in a jiffy. I'll share that now.
Again, if you want to partake in this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Again, if you want to partake in this conversation, please join us on X, and we will be having a detailed and robust discussion on there, on the Movement Radio X, and your voices will be heard, and you will be a part of this conversation. So this article on corruption, who wrote it, Mr. Ikupuanu? Are you going to start on that right away? You're going to read it in details, then we're going to do a mind of it. We could break it down in pidgin or in a more slower version. Are you and Ife are going to be reading that article for us?
Yes, indeed. One of us will be doing the read. Of course, most likely, Ife Olua will be doing the reading for us, and it's by this article is by Michael Oriade, PhD, and of course you can see it on the screen. But I don't know, Ife Olua, can you see that article very clearly? Can you read it? Can you see it very clearly, or you need it to be enlarged a little bit? Okay, I think Ife Olua is not connecting with us. Can you hear me loud and clear, Ife Olua?
Yeah, you just go ahead with the reading.
Okay, let me just go ahead with the reading. This document analyzes the deep-seated issue of corruption in Nigeria. The screen is.
Do you want to read that summarized version, or you want to read the entire article itself? How many pages? 3 pages. You can read the entire article.
Depending on, well, it is what I can see on the screen that I will interact with, but the screen is
I'll be able
not
to read. Okay, I'll put it up.
The screen is not stable at this point.
Culture, the nation pays the price. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so very much. Nigeria's crisis no longer simply about stolen money. And well, all of us have been waiting to talk about for a year that our problem for Nigeria no be just about stolen money. Now about self-reinforcing cycle of impoverishment. That is, people we don't sit down design system wey go make us poor. All right. And impunity seems to be like a big language. All right. But not be big language. Corruption. You can call it corruption, or maybe people they steal money. Maybe people they do what is wrong. All right. And moral collapse that begins at the top and
Ibukun,
permeates every
Ibukun, I was
institution.
thinking you just read the article straight during. Hold on. I was thinking you just read the article straight. Then during the breakdown, we'll do the pidgin version of it, of breaking it down. You
Okay.
just read the
Okay.
articles as written
All
by
right.
the author directly first. Then when
All
that's
right.
done, when you do the mind map, which is the graphic PowerPoint presentation, we'll then break it down for our people.
That's fine. Okay. When
What do you think?
crisis is no longer, yeah, it's a good idea. Let's do that. That sounds good. When corruption becomes culture, the nation pays the price. And this is an article by Michael Oriade, PhD. Nigeria's crisis is no longer simply about stolen money. It's about the self-reinforcing circle of impoverishment, impunity, and moral collapse that begins at the top and permeates every institution. Corruption is no longer an aberration in the system. It has become the system's operating logic. The consequences are devastating, measurable, and generational. At the center of the failure is the absence of accountability, particularly around wealth, when public officials accumulate assets far beyond what their legitimate earnings can explain, and society looks away. A dangerous lesson is learned. It says that stealing is marked, integrity is foolish, and success is measured not by contribution, but by conquest. Over time, this lesson hardens into national culture. Nigeria loses tens of billions of dollars annually to corrupt practices across all levels of government. These losses translate directly into underfunded schools, collapsing hospitals, broken infrastructure, and non-existent social safety nets. Poverty deepens not because the country lacks resources, but because those resources are systematically siphoned off. That poverty then becomes a political weapon. Hungry, poorly educated, and desperate citizens are easier to manipulate. Vote buying thrives when survival is uncertain. Politicians exploit deprivation they helped create, using stolen wealth to purchase votes with cash, food, or fleeting promises. The loop is vicious and self-sustaining. Corruption creates poverty, and poverty enables vote buying, entrenches corrupt leadership. It is a recurring decimal that will continue indefinitely unless deliberately broken. One of the clearest symptom or symbol of this impunity is the unchecked power of politicians to fix their own remuneration. Legislators in Nigeria earn compensation packages that bear no relationship to national wage realities. Publicly declared figures show that a federal legislature earns many multiples of what a director-level civil servant with decades of experience earns, and often more than senior professionals in the private sector who actually create economic value. This happens in a country where the minimum wage barely covers food. There is no effective oversight, no binding links to productivity, and no moral restraint. Public office has become one of the most lucrative career paths, not because of excellence or service, but because of access. The message to society is unmistakable. Politics is not stewardship, it is extraction. Well, just a moment.
The
Okay.
judiciary.
The judiciary meant to be final guardrail has also
Guardrail.
suffered damaging guardrail has also suffered damaging credibility erosion when courts are perceived, rightly or wrongly, as shielding powerful interest through technicalities or selective rigor. Citizens lose faith in lawful redress. Justice that appears purchasable or politically convenient does more than fail litigants. It shapes behavior across society. People stop trusting institutions and begin relying on force, patronage, or crime. Leadership rhetoric plays a critical role in this moral slide. Words from the apex of power set the ethical temperature of the nation. In that context, a statement widely credited to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that power must be grabbed, snatched, and run away with has taken on a troubling symbolic life, whether intended as political bravado or tactical realism. Such language lands differently in a society already battered by corruption and electoral abuse. In a fragile democracy, this is not heard as metaphor, it is absorbed as instruction. It reinforces the belief that politics is warfare, that rules are obstacles, and that once power is seized, accountability is optional. When citizens already observe that wealth can be looted without consequence and institutions bent by influence, such rhetoric appears to legitimize impunity rather than condemn it. This is how moral collapse cascades downward. Children grow up watching brigandage without punishment, wealth without question, and excess without shame. During their most impressionable years, values and standards are rather neither taught nor enforced. They see individuals who never worked, flaunting wealth, praises, worshipped, and even awarded traditional titles. Nobody asks about the source of wealth. Displays alone is enough. The result is a mass erosion of empathy and a growing normalization of criminality among youths. It shows up in a slang, music, slogans, and attitudes that glorify ruthlessness and mock restraint. Crime is reframed as hustle, brutality is reframed as boldness, integrity is dismissed as weakness. Kidnapping illustrates this descent most starkly. It is no longer only about ransom. Reports now include organ harvesting and extreme violence, reflecting not just desperation, but total moral disintegration. Young people are drawn into these crimes not only because they are poor, but because they are internalized. They have internalized a worldview where human life is cheap and wealth, however obtained, is everything. This did not originate on the streets, it trickled down from leadership. When those at the top loot without consequence, manipulate institutions, and live ostentatiously while the majority suffer, society internalizes the lesson. Institutions weaken, norms collapse, criminality spreads, schools, family, religious institutions, and communities struggles to compete with the louder example set by corrupt power. The damage extends beyond Nigeria's border. The country's international standing suffers, affecting investment, partnership, and borrowing costs. Diaspora Nigerians carried this burden twice. They sent billions home to cover school fees, medical bills, and basic welfare the state should provide, while also enduring reputational stigma, heightened scrutiny, and reluctance to invest or return due to weak courts and predatory government or governance. In the short term, these systems produces security, rising costs of living, capital flight, and mass immigration. In the long term, it risks something far worse: the collapse of national trust when citizens stop believing that honesty is rewarded, justice is real, and leadership serves the public. The societal contract disintegrates. What remains is fear, cynicism, and survivalism. Breaking this cycle requires more rhetoric. More than rhetoric, I mean to say, it demands structural courage. Nigeria must enforce transparent proof of lawful wealth for public office holder. Unexplained wealth laws must be real, not symbolic. Political remuneration must be subjected to independent oversight and tied to national economic realities. Judicial appointments and discipline must be transparent and merit-based. Education, healthcare, and social protection must be treated as rights, not favors. Above all, leadership must once again model values. Children must see that integrity matters, that service is honorable, and that crime, no matter how flashy, leads to disgrace, not celebration. If corruption continues to pay, the nation will continue to bleed in money, in dignity, and in lives. But if accountability becomes unavoidable and values are restored from the top down, Nigeria still reclaims its future. The cost of delay is already visible, and it is staggering. Dr. Michael Oriade is a lawyer, information technology expert, and public policy analyst resident in the United States, and he can be reached through his email that you can see on the screen. And of course, big thanks to Dr. Michael Oriade for this very wonderful article that is indeed very, very, very detailed. And the Nigerian people don't learn from this thing well. And we look forward to having the summary breakdown of it. And I believe our correspondent, Ifeoluwa, is also very much poised to look at the summary of it and read alongside with us.
All right, sir.
Okay, can you zoom in a little bit? Producer, please zoom in a little bit. Okay, can you see what is on the screen, Ifeoluwa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please kindly read to the audience. Thank you.
Corruption as national culture in Nigeria. Core problems.
As national culture for Nigeria. For our Bodo Nigeria, corruption don't become tradition and culture for us now. Not too much grammar. Yeah, please, can you move the graphic a little bit and we can see? We are having network issue here.
All right, sir.
Okay, from the top, can you zoom it a little bit? Okay, please read.
Okay, sir.
It is still very far. Our producer, please, can you zoom it a little bit? Aha, I think it's visible now. So yeah, Ife, read.
Okay. Core problem. Self-reinforcing cycle.
Thank you so much. May I stop there? The real problem be say self-reinforcing circle. What did that one mean? That is something we would they do regularly. Something we would they do. Maybe say no good. We would they repeat. Now in that one mean. The next one, Ife, are you there?
Yeah, I could help her. Impoverished impunity, moral collapse, and system operating logic, not aberration. Go ahead.
This thing it be like big grammar, but at least we will break them
Alright,
down
sir.
small. Impoverishment.
Oh, yeah.
That is, say, make some
Making
people,
people
as a
poor.
result of their position, making them poor because they are in position of power, but they make people poor. That is impoverishment. Impunity.
Impoverishment,
Make-
impunity,
Okay.
moral
And
collapse.
what? Moral
Moral
collapse. Now, be say the ability to know what is good and bad, day again for our society. Then what was the last one?
System operating logic, not aberration.
System operating logic, not aberration. That is the system. They listen to wetin you dey do wey dey right. Now about people wey get power. No matter now about how powerful that you are, you can get away with anything. Now that the thing wey mean be that. Can we have the next slide?
Yes.
Can you
Economy.
move to the left? Okay, economy, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, please read.
Billions lost annually.
Yes, we dey lose billions of naira to the culture of corruption every year. Now be that annually. That annually means say every year now we dey lose billions of money. The next one, Ife.
Underfunded schools and hospitals.
Underfunded school, that is say they no give our school enough money. They don't give our school enough money for them to build the right schools. And hospital sef, if you look our hospital, it is underfunded. Hospital wey no get the right equipment to do scan. Hospital wey no get pharmacy where you fit go buy drug. Hospital wey no get needles and injection. Hospital wey no get better toilet. Hospital wey say you go na mosquito go bite you, you go come carry malaria join wetin dey do you. Na the thing wey dey happen with our public infra. First one, Ife.
Broken structures.
Broken infrastructure, all of the things wey we suppose enjoy, like road, like railway, everything don break down. Before, in the 60s, we used to have railway from Lagos to Kano. That is no longer existing now. That infrastructure has broken down. We don't have railway network again. Our road, very bad road. Many of you go use 6 hours, 7 hours for road for journey wey no suppose last more than 2 hours. That is breakdown of infrastructure. The next one. Non-existent social safety net. That is, in many countries, government they always provide some things wey they give vulnerable people to support them every month. All right, that one no dey for Nigeria. And of course, we have poverty deepens. Yes, poverty, as a result of this, poverty come boku for our society. Ife, are you there? We are talking about the social part now. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Network.
First, yeah, it's network. I know.
Okay. So that's
The first
social.
one. Yes, under
Citizen
social, yes.
Manipulated.
Yes, citizens manipulated. That is, they go they try control your mind. People wey don't turn this thing, our society, to a cultural, maybe say corruption don't become culture now. They go they try to mess with your mind as citizens. You go on the one that say, we thought this thing is not bad. This thing is bad. Why is this government official still working free after im don thief money. They go dey tell you say no be so, some technicalities dey, na manipulation of your mind na im be that. The next one is what? Ife, are you there? The next one? Okay, the next one is vote buying thrive. Vote buying, they always, everybody know how they take the buy vote now, and you have normalization of criminality. People say criminality don't become normal thing. You go they see all of these people they do anyhow for street, and you have mass immigration. Japa, na him the mass immigration. People who just they want to leave the country. They want escape from Nigeria because of waiting Nigeria, how Nigeria take be. Now in that one be. So let's move to political.
Yeah, Ibukun, let me continue. Yeah, so you can rest a little bit. So the next impact about this social impact, about this whole corruption problem, say it will create, apart from vote buying, it will create empathy in the people. Empathy means say the people no go get interest, say they fix the country anymore. They no go get interest in anything the country won't do, like political interest or anything. They could just lose interest. Then the next one be social impact of this corruption problem. You say when the people now go continue say to commit crime they normal, make person steal they normal, make person rob they normal, say nothing they wrong with her. All the negative things for this world just stay normal, make person just they do them. Then the thing go they make all the people with help the country, make them they leave the country. People like doctor, nurses, lawyer, and everything. Everybody could just they leave the country as if say problem don't too much. Another political impact. So we've talked about economic, social, and now we talk about political impact of this consequence of this big time corruption. Is this issue of poverty will be used as a weapon whereby now if you want job you go beg one politician or somebody where he give you little money. If you want votes they will give you little money. If you won't do anything you go just be they do sa for people we supposed to they serve you, because the system has created it. That is, poverty don't they weaponize. That means they don't turn them to instrument where they don't fashion against you, as the Bible will talk. So now those things they happen. So the manifestation of this corruption sometimes we say manifestation means say the impact where they cause, we say impunity they occur. Impunity means say people where they do wrong, they know they punish them, nobody feel punish them, then they pata. And then apart from that, after they don't accumulate wealth, don't gather all their wealth, when you don't get anything, they will come carry on. Now these people go now come they be public officials going to get money anyhow with the movie explain. They will build bungalow for Abuja, build for Banana Island, build everything where they want with your own money, and then the society no care, look say as if they don't care, say this thing they happen. Then the third thing where they happen say then goes stealing of resources and of your public money or tax money or anything that belongs to you. Is now the society would want to look and say na good thing, na smart thing, that yeah, if you know steal you be fool. If you go government or you get position and you know steal, now you be the fool. Now the impact of such impunity, where you say they know they punish people, is that the people get political remuneration. That means then they get rewarded. Legislators now will come vote for themselves high salary where you no get, you they make 60,000-70,000 naira per annum. Then they budget million for themselves, and then this kind no big connection. So the society will go get only the rich and the very, 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 very poor. Public office is now the only anybody fit do for that country. No production is now when you come become politician, you can't be able to get money. Then the next impact of this impunity be say now judicial erosion, now justice system, like the courts, the lawyers, the judges, everything will come eroded. You know, make sense. Anybody will just get money, if get justice, and they don't even get justice. Nobody get justice as long as you know the political power. So this thing, you know, they shield the interests of the people. You know, not only the politician, and more people will lose faith in the judicial system or the lawful redress. You don't want to carry anybody go court because you know say no court go fit answer you when you know be big man. Now justice now who get money go fit get am. If you no get money for that country, you can't get justice. These are part of the impunity problem that is created by corruption. Now those will be our leaders, they get role, and their role they divided into make them they just they talk, or make them they show us good behavior. If na talk they just they now to show apex power set ethical tone that if na rhetoric they won't show. They're supposed to they at the top, they show us how we supposed to they behave. And they tell you say if you must grab power or steal it, or you must rig election, you know. And then what they do is that they now penetrate all institutions and use it for their own purpose, like journalism, Nigerian Bar Association, Students Union, Nigerian Labor Union. Then we enter all of them, change them so that not only all of them go they think like them. When they say we did this thing to just make money, or we know they here to come repair any country. And then politics will come be like warfare. If you know if you did APC, if you did PDP, you be my enemy and a fight to finish. Now in the thing will come be. But if they model good behavior, they show us how the thing supposed they will show us say when anybody will loot, will steal, there must be consequence for them. They supposed go jail or make them kill them like they do for China. Make them kill them. They must supposed to protect institution. No be say institution now go they work for them. For Nigeria now, all institution don't they damage. All institution from student union to civil society organization to bar association to police to the judicial to justice and all these things, it trickles down to the people where they poor, whereby the country go from be like hell, you know, and only the rich people go there, only the people where they government go they live big. Now another impact of this whole corruption is that it have impact on the society itself. There is a total moral collapse. Morality be maybe they do good, maybe they do bad, no good day. You know, the youth, the young people who can't think say this normal, to steal, to rob, to kill is just normal. It's part of survival. It's what you have to do. And that is why you see in the country today where kidnapping now be the main business. Everybody just they kidnap, they wait for ransom, you know, attack people and all this thing. Now the moral collapse now not be only just grown up the thing will affect, it will affect children too. You know, the children will witness this and eventually they become the soldiers of tomorrow who will be into the kidnapping business. You know, you see people will get money where you know if you question them how they take their money, or no court fit question them, and you see people living without shame. As you see your society today, Nigerian society, all the leaders, none of them get shame, you know. And then now today give glory to how violent you feel be, ruthlessness. If I feel crush you, if I feel break your head, break your neck, now him be saying na me smart pass. So these are part of the moral collapse that it will happen for society. Another part be say youths will come they normalize all this crime behavior. They will come see them as a hustle. You know, brutality will come be like hustle. Like, if I don't bolt, if I don't kill this man, if I don't carry him body, stealing organ, go take juju. You know, people just they go crazy for the country. Now, integrity is no longer important. Integrity means a person will get good behavior. If you have them, then we just see you that this bubble weak, Jare, this one no get on a weak person. Then all these things just have impact on the society. As we see now, kidnapping has become a big business now, $1 million business. And everybody will go, then go kidnap person, they go ask for ransom. Even those with the government too, they pay ransom. God knows how much they pay for these children when they just released from Orire. Now, organ harvesting, extreme violence, human life no can get value anymore for that country because of all this corruption impact on society. Now, we they see, so nobody say all these things just they happen to us by accident. Now, national and international standing, even if we go outside, our international image don't be damaged. Everybody, when you go airport, they won't double check your passport because all your institution weakened. They not they sure whether your own people feel check you properly from your airport. They don't have morality, your norms have collapsed, and all you do is spread criminality because if say all of us be criminal, and then the social contracts in the society just break down totally. And then the external impact of this international damage that happens to us is that we could suffer international standing every day. It will affect how we do business abroad or with our friends. We go just they borrow, they will want to charge us more and more the more we borrow. you know, and the more people with they abroad, when they try to help them, they give them more problem also. So another impact of this corruption thing is how do we break this circle? There are two ways we can look into breaking the circle. One, we can say, one, we want to have a structural courage. We need courage to be able to break this madness. We don't develop us. Don't get me wrong, nobody does since 1999 the thing start. The thing don't start since Nigeria independence. In fact, it just they grow worse every year. Now during this civilian era, the thing can't get worse fast. So how do we break it? The way we feel break them now to get courage is for us to try to enforce transparent wealth proof. Anybody will just come and say they get money, we want to know their source of money, we want they sure say they pay tax, how they make the money, where the money they come from. You know, they have to explain. There has to be real laws in the country where people must explain how they get their money. We must have laws to enforce that. And then yeah, the independent oversight also must exist, you know, for these countries. For us in the country, that means people will go they check how much people they make, and to appoint judges must be based on merit, not be say what political party you belong or who you know. So those are the ways we can break it, so that at the end of the day, if we do those things, we can now restore values back to our society, whereby our people now can now have education, they can have healthcare rights. Right now, we don't get anything, we don't get road, we don't get education, we don't get hospital, we don't get any rights because of this circular effect of corruption on us. And then our people where we want put for leadership, they have to prove themselves, say they get integrity. Somebody got to do law must they to check them, so that no be criminal we will just they put for position. And people who have serviced the nation has to be honored. Now those who have committed crimes should be disgraced and be put to shame or put in jail or killed, whichever one we want to, so that accountability must be something we cannot avoid. Now to conclude, say about this corruption problem, say if we delay to do the thing we supposed to, our problem will just be double every day we go just dey in pain. We never see suffer yet. We just dey begin if we don't do something to stop them. We have to reclaim the children's future. We have to reclaim future possible, or else our children and children then go just dey inside slavery. Even all the money where people they think say then they steal, and all the rich people, a time will come where that money no go fit save them. And then corruption is going to keep bleeding the nation like we are seeing now, where lives means nothing. People are just dying anyhow. People are being killed anyhow. Villages are being ransacked. So basically, we have to restore accountability back in order to offer hope for our people. So that's the conclusion of that write-up. I don't know if Demi Bokun have any question for people who want to discuss the impact of that thing, corruption.
Well, another
national culture.
We want to announce.
Back to you, Ibukun.
Yes, we want to announce to our audience on X. But for now, there's nobody indicating to speak. But well, I want to announce once again that please do not hesitate to reach out and pick up the mic and ask us questions. And if you cannot pick up the mic, maybe you are in a place where you cannot speak yet, you can drop a comment. And of course, all our audience across board, drop your comments on every of the platforms, and we will be reading that comment loud and clear, and you will see it on the screen. So there is no any form of excuse that of you not participating in what is being said here. You can comment on Facebook, you can comment on YouTube, you can drop your comment on X, you can also indeed drop your comments on Instagram. So we are live across board, and please drop your comments. So I think we have done justice to corruption as national culture in Nigeria. I think we can move to the next article now of Mr. Abdullahi Salisu.
Yes, thank you so much.
So we're done with the corruption thing. Are you starting discussion on that, or we move on straight to Abdullahi's paper?
Yeah, maybe we should move on to Abdullahi. as we wait for our audience to get in touch with us with their questions.
Okay, just let me put that up for him.
Oh.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put it up now. Hold on. Okay. The revolution. I'm putting it the revolution Nigeria has not yet had. Yeah, I'm sharing the screen now. Okay. So Ibrahim Abdullahi, you ready to start your conversation on the revolution?
Yeah, Abdullah, are
I
you
can
there?
barely hear you.
Yeah, please proceed, Mr. Abdullah. Are you there? But can you hear me, Mr. Laba? Mr. Abdullah, are you there? It seems as though Mr. Abdullah is having network issues. But well, can we continue the analysis based on what we are saying? We are dealing with revolution, peaceful revolution. We must clarify that patience has become complicity. Patience has become complicity. And what does that mean? When you say patience, make person suffer. It has become say make we come turn am to nothing, nothing dey and nothing wey we fit do to them. All right, or make we turn am to where we just have to allow them to do whatever it is that they can do. That is what it means, that patience has now turned to complicity, because instead of us to resist and to go against what they are doing, we now just say, well, let us exercise patience. So that particular act of exercising patience is indeed say we dey support wetin dey happen with that. Mr. Laba, are you there? Just for me to check. Your mic is muted. I think your mic is muted. But if you're Lua, can you hear me? Or is it just me?
I moving too fast with the slide? Abdullah, am
It be
I
like
going too
say
fast with the slide?
Mr.
Huh?
Abdullah no Mr. Abdullah no dey for the stage. Can you hear me, Mr. Alaba?
Yeah, I can hear you. You say what?
Abdullah no dey for inside stage studio with us again. It be like saying get network issue. Shey you dey hear me, sir? Can you hear me, Mr. Alaba?
Mr. Laba, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Like
hear
say with
you.
again.
I should move the slide or up or down?
Yeah. Mr. Abdullah is not even on the stage. In the
Oh,
studio,
it's
he's not in
a
the.
connection problem.
Yes, it's connection. He had a connection issue. So maybe we should
Okay.
continue with.
Do you
Maybe we
want
should
to?
continue. Yeah,
Yeah, you want to
we can
take it from
continue.
where did he stop?
Maybe you should go from the beginning. I didn't even hear him at all. He did not even
From the
start at
beginning.
all.
Okay. I'll start from there and then you talk. You take it over, right?
Yes. I can just
Ibukun?
hold it down. Yes.
Okay. Now starting
I
from
can
the
just.
beginning. Okay.
Yes. Nigeria's revolution, a call to change. A call to change. This is very, very important. Nigeria, revolution we did for Nigeria is a call for us to change what is going on in Nigeria. Abi we no wan change am. Well, let's get to know wetin dey happen. We go make us change am, or perhaps make we leave am as it take be. But now wetin all of una dey talk now, say make this country better, make e change. And that is the whole essence of revolution. Make we change wetin dey happen from how e take be to how e suppose be. And the need for revolution, why do we need that revolution? Why we take need am? Patience has become complicity. That one mean say the fact say we dey talk say make we get patient for them, then go do am. How many years now? We have many years, over 30 years now, wey we don talk say make we give them time. But that patience now, e come be like say as we dey get patience for them, we dey tell them say make dem continue with the bad things wey dem dey do, which is not what we really want. Then 6 decades of waiting. Yes, I don talk am. Oh wow, the slide don comot for stage o. The slide don comot for stage. It's like we dey get network issue. It's like we dey get network issue. Let me see if it's from my side. I don't think it's from my side though. My network here dey okay now. My network there dey okay. Okay. E be like say we get network issue. Can you hear me now? Like say we get network issue from your side, Mr. Alaba.
Yes, you're back.
Your mic is muted. Okay, I can hear you. Like your network.
Yeah, you're back now.
Yes, yes. Well, I've been in the studio expecting you to come back. It seems as though it's the network from your own end. But well, we talk about corruption and the need for corruption, the need for revolution to change it. All right, and we don't wait for 6 decades. 6 decades means say 60 years. Where we don't dey wait for this kind thing, make we change them. But our patience, just say make we get patience. And of course, we have the issue of current state poverty, out of school children. That is our current situation. As we take B now waiting with the face with that. Poverty make so many poor people just japa for everywhere. All right. Out of school children and insecurity. Out of school children and insecurity. That one be one kind thing we be say they happen for this country. We know too good where. All right, and we need to do something about it. All right. Then what revolution means? All right, revolution is a peaceful process. It is not a coup or civil war. Now process, no be event. Now gradually we dey take the drum. All right, and of course now to change wetin dey happen for power. Now why revolution be like this? All right, and we have to indeed, talk about the process, what it means. Please move that slide up a little bit, producer.
A little bit like that.
Yes, it is okay like that. So historical causes, gap between promises and reality. Gap between promises and reality. That is, when we have a case, we say politicians they promise and fail. I go do this, I go do that. At the end of this, they fail us. You have loss of ruling class legitimacy, collapse of social contract, triggering events. These are historical causes. Loss of ruling class legitimacy, because many of you they talk saying, no be that person supposed win, no be that president supposed win. And there's collapse of social contract. That is, when politicians talk say they go do something, they no can do am. That is a collapse. That is a collapse of social contracts. When politicians tell you say they go do something, they no do am. Now I'm say they don't break the contract wey dey between the people and people wey wan lead the people. And of course, we have global example of it. You have French Revolution in 1789. The revolution we no go gree wey happen for France. All right, and the year where it happened na 1789, na in that thing happen. We no go gree. We no want this kind government where they abuse us again. It happened for France. Then we have the American Revolution, the one wey happen for America. We no go gree. We no want this kind mumu government again. It happened for America. And we also have Russian Revolution. Russian Revolution na 1917, na in that one happen. The we no go gree wey they do for Russia. And we have the Glorious Revolution in England. The Glorious Revolution in England, that one happened for 1688. England, where they hear well for everywhere. Themselves, they have their own we no go gree where they do. All right. They have their own we no go gree wey make them bring their government to the right government. Then please move the slide up a little bit. We have the African context, anti-colonial movements. Yes, That is, in the African continent, we self get people wey be say them resist the dominance of Oyinbo people for wey be say they use am enslave us that time, that year. We get movement
Yeah.
wey dey against this thing. We
Ibukun,
have,
hold on. Oh,
yes,
okay.
okay.
Ibukun,
Yes, I can hear you.
yeah. Yeah, hold on. I just got a lot of texts from people. They're asking how do they join. Do you have an answer for them
They can join us
before
on
you
all.
continue?
They can join us
Yeah,
on
it
all.
seems that's not clear. So
Okay.
is there a specific link that I can post for them or something? Not in the studio for the X.
For the X, okay. Let me send you the link now so that you can send to them. I'm coming.
Yeah, because they're sending texts to Abdullahi, to me, well, asking how do they join.
I'm coming. One minute.
Yeah,
If
I
you
think we
check
should
the
address
screen.
that before we continue.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm
I
coming.
just looked at my WhatsApp messages and there's a lot of people asking. My friends are asking, why are we not, how do they join, you know?
We are ready. We are currently. If you check the screen now, we are currently live on X. But I will share that
Huh?
link to you on.
Yeah, if you can answer
I will
that
send the link to
question.
you to your WhatsApp so you can send to. We are ready. If you
Okay.
check the screen now, we are currently
I'll
live
send the
on
link to
X.
you. So you currently have some people
I will
as
share that
listeners.
link
Why
to
don't
you
you ask
on.
them if they need speakers?
I will send the
Because
link to
somebody
you to your
just
WhatsApp
text
so you
me
can
asking
send to
how
them.
do they join, and I don't know.
I'm coming. One
Yeah.
minute. I have indeed made that announcement severally to our listeners on X. If they have any question, they can indeed reach out. But 1 minute,
So there
I want
seems
to
to be
send
some
you the link.
miscommunication regarding joining us. I don't know.
I have indeed made that announcement severally to our listeners on X. If they have any question,
Can we or we could take out one of the other X account and add yours. Maybe that will make it easier for them to join. I don't know. Somebody is asking how do they join. I don't have an answer for that.
I'm trying to fix that at the moment.
Not
I'm
somebody.
coming.
Several messages here. Or we could take out one of the other X account and add yours.
I'm coming.
Maybe that will make it easier for them to join. So I think we should address that before you continue with the presentation.
I'm trying to fix that at the moment. I'm coming. I will send you that link now on WhatsApp so you can forward it to them.
So I think we should address that before you continue with the presentation.
Okay, check. I will send you that link now on WhatsApp. Let me put it on the because we have a community going on. So I'll put everything in. Okay.
So there's a specific link they can go to join. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I've sent the link on the Movement Radio community.
Okay.
I've sent it to your own line to as many as those that are interested in joining. Yes, I've sent the link on the Movement Radio community.
I got a lot of
sent it to your own line and of course to the Movement
join.
Radio line. So we can forward it to as many as those that are interested in joining.
And then you need to ask people or put them on the speaker section if they need to, so they can start on if they want to talk.
Yes.
So let me answer that question before you continue the reading.
So yeah, so as many as those that want
answer the
to.
question how to join, and we're posting how you are. So they can start on if they want to talk. So let me answer that question before you continue the reading.
So yeah, so as many as those that want
we're trying to answer the question how to join, and we're posting how you are.
So have you sent the link to them? So can we continue or we should just wait?
Okay, once you send them the link, you can continue.
have you seen the link that I
I'm
sent?
checking it
The
now
link to
so I
them.
can
So
send
can we
it.
continue or we should just wait?
So just send them the link. Okay. Hold on.
Have you seen the link that I sent?
I'm checking it now so I can send it. So just send them the link. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sharing it now. Once I share the link, then you can continue. Yeah, I'm sharing it now. Okay. Once I share the link, then you can continue. I think that has been the problem. A lot of people didn't know how to join. Okay. Yeah, I'm sending the link. Just let me finish before we continue. Tell them, just announce that we're trying to send the link for people who want to join.
Yes, they can hear you loud and clear.
So I got all these text messages, people asking me.
Freno, if you like to pick up the mic, please do. And of course, Edo Pikin, anyone who is in the listener section can pick up the mic. And of course, to our other audience on other platforms, we have Movement Radio on X, the video segment. We have 11 of you. Thank you so much. And on Movement Radio, on Manuel Ferreira on YouTube, we have 2 of you there. Please feel
Yeah,
free
I'm
to send
sending the
in your
link now.
comments
Hold
if
on.
you can't join us. So if you can drop your comments, if you're not in a place to speak, that'll be fine. We'll read it out loud and clear. Our other correspondents had connection issue. So please, if you can bring the other article back on stage, that'll be fine. I think we have Mr.
Yeah,
Abdullahi back.
sending them the link.
Yes, thank you, sir.
I think we have you back. You had a network downtime. So sorry about that.
Yes,
Yeah, I just
yes.
sent Abdullah the link so that he can send it. We were pausing for a moment because I just saw your message about people asking for how to join. So I'm trying to send the link out.
No problem, sir. We can just continue. Because I told them to search for the Movement Radio on X and on Instagram. They can join through there.
Okay, I can see someone. JK, you're welcome. Let me amplify it on the screen.
Yeah, I think you should
Yes,
recognize the people that are joining and then tell them we're sending the link, and so they would know because they just send me several messages that they don't know how to join, and I'm trying to respond to that.
So you're welcome, JK. I think somebody have used the
I think we
link
should
to
clarify
enter.
that before you proceed.
So sorry about that. We indeed have to work more on our technicalities. I believe more people would have to, we are just starting up. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining, JK. Please feel free to pick up the mic. There is a section at the lowest part of your screen to request the mic to speak. You can request the mic. So we have this robust conversation. This conversation is more interesting if we deliberate together. So sorry about that. I think we are trying to fix that up. So as many as those that need the link, we would pass them the link. So we
Yeah, I
have
think you should
J.
add those who want to join on the speaker
We have
section
JK.
first, and then send the others the link. So because they didn't have the link, so they were not able to participate. So it's not like we're trying to lock people out. We want anybody who wants to join to participate before we proceed with the paper. Is Abdullah ready to continue, or is he going to give it to let you share it between you and Ibukun? You guys decide. While I'm still sharing the link on my.
Yeah, Mr. Abdullahi, please proceed. But please kindly bring back this summarized version back to the stage, please, from your
Yes,
own end.
I think it's better.
Mr. Alaba,
Yes.
So
can you
please, can you
bring
bring back
the summarized version of this? You can bring it back to the stage from your computer because it's from your own slab. Yeah, kindly bring it
Okay.
back to the
Which one? Not
stage.
the not the mind map, but the summarized version. Is that the one you want me to bring out?
Yeah, this.
no
Yeah, the summarized
the mind?
version. Just add it to the stage. You already have it in the studio. Just add it to the stage.
Hold on. Let me bring it
You
out.
already. Yeah. Yeah. Just bring it to the stage. Yes.
Oh, just make it bigger. You mean this one or another one?
That okay. Let me
I
do
don't
something. I'm
understand what you
coming.
mean. Bring it to the stage. Am I doing the right thing
Let
now
me
or
let.
not?
Okay. Wait a
Is
minute.
it the
Just
one you want to
wait a
read,
minute.
summarized version that you want to read, not this
Summar
graphic one?
the summarized version. Yes. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's already
The
on the
summary.
screen. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Oh,
Just
it's already
enlarge
on
it a
the
little
screen.
bit.
Okay.
Enlarge it a little bit.
Enlarge.
Enlarge it a little
Okay.
bit. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Where
Okay.
are we
I
from the
think this.
beginning?
Yes. Maybe we should start from the
Start
beginning
from the
for the sake
beginning.
of those that are just joining us. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be good. Yes. Mr.
Okay.
Salisu, over to you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, before I go into the main explanation, I want us to have these three
Yeah.
things in
Don't
mind.
forget to share the link with those who are asking for it, and then add them. I just did it
Yes,
just
I
now because I got a text
yes I
message that they didn't have the link.
yes I shared it with them. So I want us to have this in mind because as I'm writing this, these are the three things that I have in mind. I'm not writing because I want something, because many people will start thinking that okay, this is politics and it's political season, and then this article is more of like trying to incite people. The meaning of revolution is clearly stated in the article, and revolution does not mean violence. It does not mean violence in any way, and we are not pointing at particular individuals, but we are looking at the system. The system is what we are looking at. We are not looking at individuals or political parties or people that say that this person, this. No, we are not pointing fingers. We are thinking of like a total overhaul of the system, because it's the system that creates the people. So that's what we are looking at. So now we go into the explanation. We said the need for revolution. That's the first. So the first thing, when we look at the top, the need for revolution, the first is what patience has become complicit, because there are so many questions that we have as individuals, as Nigerians. We ask so many questions. So many times people will say that okay, wait for the next election, wait for the next government. Maybe if you look through all the revolutions around the world, many people wait for a very long period of time before it triggers. A little thing will spark and will make people to sit up and then begin to act. So if you look at that, okay, why do we need revolution? Our silence have become like a fertilizer to our victimization, or to the what is being used to keep us in one place. No progress, no proper healthcare, no education. The system is not working because at any point when you talk about revolution, when you are talking about revolution in any aspect, we are talking about revolving, that's turning around, looking back, what is wrong, then we'll fix it, then we'll start a good journey. Not just saying, okay, we are just going to, okay, continue moving in that aspect. No, we are just trying to make sure that, okay, we go back, we look at what we have, and then how are we going to fix the issues. Sorry. Okay, so that's,
Mr. Alaba has left the studio, and I just have to go dig
yes,
up the
so
raw.
I saw it.
He seems to have
Yes, the
network.
raw material.
He's having network.
Yes, the network is fluctuating everywhere.
Yes.
Yes,
So
that's why if you
let
look at the first page of the article, we said a
yeah.
tired of waiting, a nation tired of waiting. So is in Nigeria is a nation, and the people are tired. Because when we look at, we say a nation, we are not referring to the country. We are looking at the people entirely. We are a
Yes.
nation called Nigeria. We are not looked
Yeah.
upon by individual, by ethnicity, by religion, or by skin
Mm,
color. No, we are all what? Nigerians.
mm,
We are one nation. So it becomes a moment in our instinct, in our life, that we need to what? Rethink. Where do we get it wrong? Where do then we fix it? We look at the system and we turn things around. Security is not working, education is not working, employment. Because if you look at all the statistics, the data in the article, from 2023, instead of getting down in terms of poverty level, we are moving from 56 to 63. As far as in regarding out of school children, from 1.8, from 1.3 million people to 1. To 18.3, from 18.3 to 18.5. Sorry. If you look at the data from UNICEF, World Bank, and the Human Rights Watch, if you look at the paternity rate in Nigeria, how infant children are dying because of lack of proper health care. Things then we define what is revolution. If you look at revolution, many people frightened. Many people frightened when they hear the word revolution. Many of us don't want to talk about revolution because it frightens us, because many people have the mindset has been damaged. Now, okay, once they mention revolution, they talk about bloodshed, destruction of lives and properties, and all those things. No, in real sense, if you look, I give a clear and simple explanation of revolution. We say revolution is simply a what? A fundamental change in the structure of power, a moment when political, economic, or social order has stopped serving the people
I
who
lost
live
connection
under
for
it.
a few moments there.
It is replaced by one
It's reloading
that
back.
answers to them. So when the system stop working for the people,
Sorry
because if you
about
look
that,
at
guys.
entire, okay, you're welcome back, sir.
I
Sir,
lost connection for a few moments there. I don't
yeah,
know why, but I'm reloading back. Sorry
okay,
about
sir.
that. I lost connection for a few moments there.
No problem. You're
I
welcome,
don't
sir.
know why, but I'm reloading back.
Okay.
So is everybody on board back? Abdullahi, Ibuku?
Yes, I'm here.
yes. Yes. Right here.
Yeah, sorry about that. The connection was gone for about a minute or two there. I think about
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Can you move the slide up a little bit,
Why, I
sir?
don't know. Let me check whether we're still live line. Yeah, we're still
We are
good
still
on
live.
Facebook, on YouTube, and on X and Instagram. We're still good.
Okay, let
Okay,
me continue
Abdullah,
with the.
continue. Sorry about that.
You can move the slide a
Yeah,
little
just
bit up.
continue. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let me just. I'll work with it. Sorry, I'll work with it like this. Okay, we said the first one we discussed as patience has become what complicit. That it has become what a supporting factor. Our silence, our inactive, our like we accommodating, giving room for all the things that are happening. The systemic failure that it becomes what complicit. And we have what over 6 decades. Because if you look at from 1960 when we got our independence to now, it's over 6 decades. And what do we achieve? Is a question that we need to ask ourselves. So if we are not getting it right, we need to go back to the drawing board. Then let's continue and then let's start it again, and then we'll see how the journey will go. Then current state: poverty, out of school children, and sorry sir, can you adjust it a little? Then insecurity. These three things, if you look at it, the does anytime they will tell you, okay, if we vote this person, he is going to solve the issue of poverty. This person is going to solve the issue of insecurity. This person is going to make education affordable. But is that true? No, because from we will say you vote for the next person, you vote for the next person, you vote for this person. No, it's the system. Because individuals keep changing, but the system keep what getting what. So that means we need what we need a change, a total change, and a peaceful one, because we keep emphasizing that what a peaceful revolution, not blood, no bloodshed, no with bullets, no with anything, but a peaceful one. So can you adjust it a little, please, Mr. Rama?
Mr. Labaka, can
Yeah.
you adjust
Move the
a little?
slide.
Yeah, you move the
Yeah.
slide.
Yes.
Move it up.
Yeah. Is that good?
So that yes,
A
the
little bit more.
revolution, what it means. Yes, just leave it like this. I think it's okay.
Is that good?
No, you can down a little, please. Yes, it's okay like this.
Just zoom in. Just zoom in a little bit.
Like this, I can work with it. It's only the
Like this.
viewers,
Okay, now I
maybe.
can hear you clearly.
What?
Sorry about that. Make it bigger.
So,
Down.
mm, I yes,
Okay,
it's
like this.
okay.
Zoom in.
Yes,
Okay. Under global example, John. Okay.
yes, global. No, I think I will explain the meaning, what it means. Then we'll come to the global examples. Just run through it. So now let's talk about the global examples. The global example, if you look at the
Okay.
French Revolution
What it
in the
means.
17th, yes,
Okay.
what it means.
Okay. I'm on the meaning now. Go ahead.
Okay, good, sir. So what does revolution means? The first thing, if you look there, is what fundamental change in power structure, not a coup or a civil war, but a process, not an event. So if you look at the summary, it's telling you what? It's giving you clear explanation. A fundamental change in the power structure, no change in pattern, but in the power structure. That is the systemic change we are looking for. Because many will say that, okay, are we going to change this person? Are we trying to like take out the government? No, we are trying to change the system so that it will function for us as as all all of us Nigerians. And we are not saying a coup, that a coup may be overthrowing the civilian government. No, we are not organizing a coup, but what it should be what a peaceful change in the power structure. Then the process is through a process. You need to what? How can you do it? Because many people will also post out those questions. Then you say no with bullets. Then how are you going to achieve it? It's through a process. You change the mindset of the people because mindset is the most important thing. And then trigger that impatience to bad things, trigger that impatience to bad governance, but in that impatience to corruption. Because if you look at this is the solution to the endemic problem that was listed in the first article in relation to what the pervasiveness of what corruption, the pervasiveness of corruption. So revolution will what will address that issue because continuously we ponder on this. How can we fix corruption? Obasanjo set up the Obasanjo set up the EFCC with Farid Waziri all true, but does it fix it? The ICPC or the institutions are what are not fighting it. So then what we need to change the system entirely. So then now what the historical cases, the gap between promise and reality. Many people that are coming into office, they promise you something, and then in reality you see different thing. Then many people become what reluctant. They are inactive in the system. Become what like docile. They are not active. They are not asking questions. They are not participating. Then was lost of the second one is what the loss of the ruling class legitimacy. They lose their legitimacy. Then the collapse of the social contract. Collapse of the social contract. This means what the agreement between the governed and the leaders. That's the people and the leaders. Then it broken because the system is not working. Then that social contract because the leaders between the leaders and the citizen is because it's a social contract. We vote for them, then for them to go and serve us, for the system to work for us. So it's not working. So the contract is now done. So it collapsed. Then the triggering event, things like the insecurity, the hunger, the unemployment, the mortality rates, all these things will they will trigger the people. They will trigger the people. So can we move a little up? Hello, sir.
Mr. Alaba, can you move the slide up a little bit? I know the internet is very slow from your own end. If you can move it up a little bit, the slide,
Now the global event.
the global examples, yeah.
Yes, sorry.
The global examples,
Yes, thank
live.
you. Yes, thank you. Now we look. The first one we look at the French Revolution of 1789. How the question is, if you look at the French Revolution, it tax that at that time it was tax that was increased, and then the tax is not to to help the people, but to fund the expensive life of the then leaders in the French country. So then that trigger the people. Then they revolve. Then it causes revolution. Then a turnaround happens and the system started working for the people. Then if you look at the American Revolution, which led to the American independence also, it was it's the tax and the people, the gap between the British rulers and then the American people. The people are not the some of the people that even lead the revolution are what British officers. They are working with the British government then, but they are the ones who lead the revolution. So then it means that the system is not working for the people. Then the Russian Revolution of 1917, where the USSR broke into pieces, all the other countries, the Portugal, all the countries under the USSR broke because what the whole system was based on agreement that is going to function and serve the entire USSR people, but it's not functioning. Then it was a small glitch. Then one country got out, all the other countries moved. Then the Glorious Revolution in England, how also it's that one within the England space, the people also things changes because the monarch system, that's when the monarch system start become more like influent, more powerful. That's when they change, they feel that okay, the monarch should what should be less powerful. A system that should what serve the interests of the people should be like, that's when they adopt a system that give it. Then now we come the African context. The anti-colonial movement, that's from the Kwame Nkrumah, from Ghana to Nigeria to all the African countries. That's all the Africa West, the African Student Union, and the all the movement against colonialism in Africa. If you look at it, it's also a revolution. But if you look at it, most of them are not what are not violence, including the South African liberation that was led by the led uh, sorry the late prominent South African president, and then the Arab Spring of 2010 to 2011 is also an issue because if you look at from Egypt, the Hosni Mubarak issue, how it started from small, it becomes a serious issue. From Africa, the Arabians in Africa, down to Middle East, how countries keep changing their leaders. Then you look at Tunisia, the Egypt, the Sudan, how Sudan becomes South Sudan and North Sudan, and the Burkina Faso issue of 2014, how they changed their government because the government is trying to what to manipulate the constitution. All is what is not just that act of trying to manipulate the constitution, but a long period of patience. What we are just trying to say that what all these things happen not just once, but a long time of patience, something triggered the impatience of the citizen. So that's this article in general is trying to what to trigger the impatience, not to what to fight violently, but to what to fight in a peaceful way to make things work for everybody. And now the Nigerian perspective. The 2000, the 1966 coup. If you look at it, most of them are young officers, and what they clamored for, even the coup in itself, they titled what revolution, because they look at the politics as of then is trying to what not give the country, not to put the not putting the, it's not putting the country in the right trajectory. So then they call it what a revolution. Then a counter coup came up, and all how it happens. Then we also look at what the June 12th, which the current president is also an active member of it. The June 12th, when the June 12th election was annulled by the then military leader, then the Nadiko and all these things, their movement towards what saving Nigeria, they move and do all this. Then the Niger Delta, led by the Algoni movement, led by Chinsaro Wiwa, how they move to what? Because they look at what things, the environment is degrading, they can't do anything, and something, all is what is, they are not fighting anybody, they are not carrying weapon, but they are what, they are clamoring for change, and that's the something this article is trying to do, and that's what we are calling in Nigeria. Then if you look at the NSAS movement of 2020, it's non-violence, but it's also along the line the system find its way to what, to make it look dirty, but it's not actually dirty. Then the end bad governance protest, which also happened in 2024, which spread also to different part of the country, because then people are hungry. Many people are saying end bad governance, some people are saying end hunger. All around the country you see the uniformity of the people, then you see the Ogoni struggle regarding the environment, which led to the establishment of the Niger Delta Commission. But at the end of the day, is it serving the people? So then it means it's not individual, it's not creation of institutions, it's not creation of agencies, but what, a systemic change. Then the ASU strike, the continue, ASU keep what, asking. If you look at their demands, they are what, they are asking for what, for a system to change. They call for university autonomy at a point, and then they say the autonomy of the university should be given, so that at least the university should be able to what, operate, but along the line is not given. Then now we are going to current Nigerian crisis. So sorry, a little bit down, sorry sir.
His internet is very slow. Yeah, can you move a
Yes,
little bit?
I zoom out a little so that yes. So then we look at, sorry,
I think we lost him.
his, his network.
Yes, absolutely. It's network. We lost that network.
Yes.
Well, I think you've done a good job, and let me see if I can bring
Okay.
the article from my own end and put it on the screen while we wait for him to reconnect back with us. You
Okay.
are what stage are you now?
We are talking about the Nigerian current problems. That's the
Nigeria.
poverty. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me just put it on the screen.
Yes. Okay. The
Okay.
current Nigerian crisis.
I will project it on the screen now.
Okay. So
Okay. 1 minute from my own end. Let me just share the screen as we wait for him to return back to us. Okay. I think you can see. Okay. I think we have him back. Let me just remove it.
yes, he's
It's
back.
back. We
Yes.
lost you again. I believe your internet connection. I think you okay.
Yes.
We'll have
Okay. Yes, we have it now. Okay. Now the current Nigerian crisis. What what we are looking at. What should trigger? That's the triggers for us to what, to fix things. The living standard in Nigeria is now what, is very poor, because we have now 63% of Nigerians are living below poverty, which is what, a worsening trend in the Nigerian system. Because we were complaining back in 2023 that things are worse. But as of then, the World Bank index shows that what, we have 56% living below poverty, but now we have 63%, which shows what, over 140 million Nigerians in a country that we said we are almost 232. So you have, that's more than half of the people are living below poverty. and then you say the system is working, it's not working at all. Then we have the out of the education sector, the out of school children. We have 18.5 million out of school children, the highest globally. That means over 28 million without formal or digital learning at all. Over 28 million. And then you expect you can fight insecurity, and then you think you have a productive economy, something that we need to look into. Then child death, that's malnutrition, maternal mortality. We have 45% of children dead under 5 because of what? Malnutrition. Their parents don't can't afford what they need to eat to build their body, to have the essential nutrient they need for their system. And then we have 32% of under 5 stunted growth, with stunted growth. That's a child that should be at least maybe weighing maybe 3 kg, maybe weighing low lesser than that. Or in them body size also is less, is you have emaciated growth. Then we also have 3 million children need of acute malnutrition. When we say acute malnutrition treatment, that's their issue is what? Is serious, is intense. Most of them, they are the ones that maybe when you are watching some medias, they will be showing them with bones lying in their body. Is if you look at the World Bank record, the report is and the pictures they have is something that one need to what? Need to urgently act on it. Then the insecurity. We have 1,954 on record dead in 2025 alone. That's the ones on record, not the ones we don't have on record. Then banditry and kidnapping on the rise, which everybody can see. Kidnapping now, even in the Federal Capital Territory, is something that one have to say that is very paramount. It's everywhere. Mass abduction, the school children. So before we see bring back our girls in Chibok, we come to Dapchi, we come to Kagara in Niger, we go to Oyo, Zamfara, Kaduna. All these things are things that we need to make, we should trigger us to what? To revolve. Then livelihood, high unemployment. You are unemployed, and the ones that are even employed are what? Underemployed. Because what you are getting is not something that can feed you. So you are underemployed because the 70,000 minimum wage, many private sectors, many states, many local government cannot afford it. So many youth are on the street, they are unemployed. And then also now those that are employed, they are underemployed. When we say underemployed, you are not getting your basic need. So you are underemployed. Then health sector, the high mortality burden, the issue of children not being having some. If you go to some primary health care, you cry in some villages. You see what you see, and you have to. Because I know of a place where I served something that even if you go there, malaria test kit is not even there. So then, how do you expect? And it's far from the city. How do you expect a pregnant woman to be going for antenatal, and how would they even take care of the baby? So it's something. Then the national mortality rate, if you look at the deaths, all the rate I read, the figures we read before this is something. Then unreliable electricity in the healthcare. Not only everywhere there is no security, there is no electricity in Nigeria because even now as we are talking, it's something that we can see. Because if there is light, ordinarily I shouldn't be looking dark. My background should be at least a little bit brighter, but there is no light. So everywhere there is no electricity. They will tell you band A, band B, band C. So sometimes you'll even be confused. Which band are you? Are you in band A? But the fee you are paying for band B, but what you are getting is what far below what band C on a normal circumstances you have. So then we go forward. Up a little bit, sir. We are done with health.
Mr. Laba, i- can you hear
Yeah,
us, Mr. Laba? Can you move a little bit up
yeah.
or
Well,
down
you
or
We
down?
are
want to
done with
talk
health.
on livelihood?
Yes, we talk about on livelihood. We are done.
You've talked about livelihood. Okay. Why
Yes.
revolution now?
Why revolution now? Yes, that's where we are going.
Okay. That's where we are now. Yeah.
Yes. So now, why
Yes, go
revolution now?
ahead.
Your internet is breaking really bad, Mr. Laba.
Yes. Then now is the question. Why should we revolve now? Why should we have a turnaround at this moment? Then we look at it. The incrementalism is has what has failed because if you look at it, we keep saying that let's wait during election, let's vote for this government out. Then and we keep experimenting. So there is no more time for us to keep experimenting. We have identified that the system is where the problem is. So we need to what fix the system. Then the second one is what systemic failure, not individual. Just what we said. It's not change of person that will make the system function. Because even now, if you say, okay, this person, if we vote this person to go in there, is going to change the system. If the person cannot fix the system, he too cannot what cannot perform because all the promises he cannot deliver. So we need to change the system. Then the rental state dependency. Most time, what the people depend on what the states. The state cannot depend us anymore. So we need to fix the system so that the state can what can defend us, can protect us, can give us the life we need.
He has gone
Mr.
again.
Alaba is not
He's gone again. Network
is gone network
and it's crazy. But if you can move on
and
with your,
he's
let me bring this onto
yes,
stage. Let me bring this alternative. So this I
yes,
can.
let's so that we'll be able to round it up.
Yes, you are now at the danger of
Why
learning. Let's
revolution?
your
Why
pass at
revolution now?
why revolution now. Okay, 1 minute.
Now, yes.
I think it should be somewhere around this area. No, let me. Okay, I think
So
he's
he's
back
back.
now. He's back.
Yes, he's back. So the system cannot what? Then the next one is what?
Yeah, the
Inadequate
system.
security apparatus.
Okay, the next one is you finish with why revolution now?
No, I'm on it.
Oh, you're on it. Okay. Okay.
Yes. So the inadequate security apparatus is what we are going. So you see, if you look the security, the capacity we have cannot take care of Nigeria because if you look at you sum everything on in a country with over 200 million people, but the security personnel, both military and paramilitary, you have less than a million or close to a million. They cannot they cannot secure Nigeria. So we need to make a system in a way that okay, we have a robust security system that will what that will protect all of us. Because now almost everybody is paying for his security. Is either you are paying vigilante or you are part of vigilante or you hire one security agency or the other. Private security to protect your house or protect your area. So you are paying for your security. So living standard will be very expensive. You pay for your electricity, you pay for your water, then you are paying for your healthcare, you pay for education, and you are also paying for security. Then what is the state doing for you? So you need to ask this question. So we need to revolve at this point. Then electoral system accountability gap. Many people, if you look at the voter apathy in the last election, or from 2015 to now, it's something that is keep widening because people are losing hope in the electoral process. Because even if I go and vote, they are not going to give us the person we vote for. What look at what happened in 2023? It's something that one can see that yes, actually we need to fix the system. I look at the current electoral reform that makes direct primaries for even for parties. But look at what happened. A lot of people are complaining, but the system cannot address it. So we need to fix the system. So now we go to the next revolution without violence. So the first one, that's the ways we can go about it. When you say okay, then how can we go about the revolution without violence? The first one is what? Citizenship resistance scholarship. That's civil resistance scholarship. When we what? When we resist intellectually in our mindset. If you look at the likes of their Karl Marx and the rest, most of them revolve and ab- and that's why some people regard Karl Marx as one of the what, bastard scholar that has no land because they keep chasing him away because he keep revolving around any system that is not functioning. So you need to watch. We need to revolve. The mindset have to change. Our mindset have to change. And the non-violent methods we are going to adopt. One, strikes. Strike not strike like you go out and you fight. No, like hunger strike, like it happens in other countries. We boycott places. We protest. We say, okay, we are not going to work. We are not going like civil servants can decide not to go to work. People will boycott public places, and then we protest. Then we what? Higher success rate than armed insurgency. With this, we are going to get what? Most, we are going to get it right. We are going to get it right more than what? Fighting. Because we are not going to destroy the little resources we have. We are going to protect it and we are going to be called. We are going to argue intellectually. We need to organize ourselves. So, examples of people revolution. If you look at the Philippines, people succeeded in Philippines. What through peaceful revolution, continuous protest every day on the street, they achieve it. Then the Velvet Revolution of what? Yugoslavia. Then the American Civil Rights Movement, which led to American independence. Then the Sudan Revolution of 2009, which makes the South Sudan to get its independence. Then the Indians independence led by Mahatma Gandhi. All these are peaceful because if anybody who knows when you are talking about non-violence means to revolution, Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela are at the forefront of it. They did not fight, they did not carry gun, but they achieve and they liberate their people. So these are things that I think we can go with it. So thank you. I think that's all. Then we go to the next one.
Requirements of a Nigerian revolution.
Yeah, what we need, because when we say we are going to eat and we give way to go, then what we need to go with first, that's the pillars for the change. One, because always we need to give what solutions, because many people will say intellectuals or writers, people will just mention problems. They won't prefer solutions. The first thing is what we need to sustain whatever we are going to do, or we need to sustain whatever we are doing. We need to keep moving, keep doing it. Don't relent, no matter the difficulty, no matter the time, no matter the duration, we need to go. Then the cross regional coalition, we need to unify ourselves from the east to the south, from the west to the north. We need to unify ourselves. We need to have a solid unified movement that will what will unify, because we are all suffering. The hunger, the unemployment, the insecurity has no boundary, has no ethnicity, has no religion. We are all getting it and together. So we need to what? We need to fight it together. So the second one is a little bit down, please, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
I think a little bit down. We are
No,
still
you're still
on
on the
the way.
you're still on institutional targets, right?
Yes, institutional targets.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. Sorry about
institutional
that.
targets. We should not have institutional targets. We should not allow our emotions, because most of the times people will come when you say, okay, let's sit down and discuss what we need to fix. Then their emotions will take center stage. No, let our brain, not our mind, let our brain work. We are brilliant people, we are intellectuals, we have solutions to almost everything. So let's work with it. Then the next one is sustain economic leverage. Like what? Labor, civil society, we are going to work, we leverage with them, we work with them, so that we what? We make sure we get it right. Then moral and spiritual framing. Most of the times when we started moving towards revolving, or say some people will say this is not right, or it's against our religion, or anything of that nature. We need to break down those boundaries. What is right is the system working for the people. That's the morality. Because there is no morality when most of the people are suffering. And there is no spirituality. Then we need, that means we need to what? Integrate both the people from the moral principles and the people from the spiritual principles. As religious leaders need to be involved. We need to create more awareness. Them too, they have to preach instead of preaching patience. People like what, like, okay, wait, our like those, like the popular talk that is going now viral on the internet, that the pastor said that our problem is spiritual and we need to pray over it. It can't be solved that way. Our problems are not spiritual, they are institutional. So let's fix the institution. Okay. Now the impacts. Okay. Now we go to what? Overcoming learned helplessness. The psychological impact on what? Of prolonged hardship is going. We will have what? It makes. That's why, just like the word of my popular mentor, Bele Farotimi, said, what? We are all insane because because in a sane environment, what is happening in Nigeria should not happen. So we need what is going to what we need to fix all these things. We need to fix all these things. Then faith as a foundation for what civic responsibility. So our faiths, our various religious institutions should what to because if you look at even some of the revolutions in the British, the German, in the Europe, were led by what Christian Christian bishops then. So our religious institutions should be what to be a means to our liberation, not our a means to what to our suffering. The obligation to confront injustice. We should have this obligation, this mandate, always confront some when things are not done the right way. Well, we should not just say, that's we should just like the way we mentioned during the article on corruption, normalizing things. When you normalize things, yeah, this is normal now. Giving money out is normal. Or this thing is normal in the society. Normalizing insanity or normalizing injustice is it is injustice in itself because you are becoming complicit. So you are encouraging it. You are making it to have a seat, a permanent seat in the society. So challenging faith for what? For sustained action. We challenge faith. Our faith to what? To be able to what? To fix, to help us fix our problem, not help us being more in what bondage. Let's go up. So conclusion now. Okay. So our cost for continuity should what? Should stop. Should that one should stop. We should not continue because we are not what we are not getting it right. Then the next one, lack of accountability for power structure should what also end. Necessity for what structural transformation. The structure should what should be transformed. Those are the things we need to call that things should what change. Then possibility of shown by history. How history teaches that is possible. You look at the Philippines, the revolution in Sudan, the revolution in many other countries, Yugoslavia and the rest. All of them, the revolutions is what is possible. So even the NSAS itself tell us that yes, we can unite and make an impact because the SARS has been dismantled and all these things. It shows that what is possible. The NPAD governance have taught us that what is possible. So it's possible. Revolution is possible and peaceful revolution is what possible if we can make the system. Because when we unite ourselves, we move towards a one particular purpose and then we move towards it with what intelligence, with our brain, not with our mind. We are going to make it because it in even in recent years it shows us that yes, it tells us that what from 2020 to now that we have just two protests and it surely showed us that yes, we can achieve it. It's possible. Then the last one in the conclusion is what we need to unify, which I emphasized already. We need to be together. We should delete all those unnecessary boundaries that we set for ourselves. That okay, I'm a Christian, I'm a Hausa, I'm Igbo, I'm Yoruba, I'm all this. No, those are what boundaries we create to ourselves. But our enemy knows no boundary. So let us in the course to find solution for our problems, we should know no boundaries. So we need to what to be very. We need to have that endurance. We need to have that courage. We need to persevere. We need to do it more and more. So thank you so much.
Your mic is
Hello, sir.
muted, Mr. Alaba. Your mic is muted.
His mic is muted because even if you look
Yeah.
at it, you see.
Okay, I got it open now. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Abdullahi. That was a very good in-depth analysis of what we need to be doing, where we need to be going, and where we're coming from. Um, First of all, I want to apologize to our audience for our own technical inability. We have you all spread out across channels, and this is not helping our cause in terms of the discussion in which you are to participate. For example, on X alone, we have about 3 pages or 4 pages open, and we have about 30 people viewing currently, but they are all spread across the pages from the movement radio to Ferreira 923 to another one, and then there was another one. So we apologize for that. We believe that this is a very informative presentation, and concurrently we will be repeating this particular information until the message gets across to our people. It is the enlightenment of the mind that is our primary objective. This is an article written by Mr. Abdullahi Salisu, very detailed, very structural, very in-depth, and very, very analytical, and very, very clear in terms of the direction we need to take and where we are. Well, along with the first article, Mr. Ibukun, I don't know if you have a discussion panel on any of the X set up. I know we have multiple X. That's our mistake. We should be more specific on which X we want people to contribute. If it's possible to migrate the people that are spread across those pages to one particular X page, that would be nice. If they can engage in the discussion on and what are the key issues that you want them to discuss should be what we should address. If we have no discussants, I guess we should be wrapping it off. But if people want to put in their tokens or share their opinions on what Mr. Abdullahi had presented, on what the first article by, what's the name of that doctor, the first person, Michael, share their opinions on what Mr. Abdullahi had presented, on what the first article by, what's the name of that doctor, the first person, Michael, Abadi. So anyway, you take over, Ibukun. The microphone is yours now. I'll keep quiet on this end. Let's see if we can coordinate, put all our people together on one page, see if we can have a discussion and see if we're closing.
Yes, thank you so much. We've had a very robust
See if we can
conversation,
have a discussion and see
and
if we're closing.
I believe
Yeah,
we would
thank you
improve
so
on
much.
our
We've had
technical
a very
because we're just starting.
robust
It's just barely
conversation.
weeks that we are
And
going to improve on our
I
technical
believe we would
abilities
improve on our
to get
technical
more
because we're just starting. It's
of
just
our
barely
audience.
weeks that we are
Of
going
course,
to improve on
the
our
time
technical
factor
abilities
also plays
to
a
get
huge
more
role. The time
of our
zone
audience.
situation,
Of
as
course,
it is now,
the time factor also plays a huge role.
exactly 12 a.m.
The
from
time
this side of
zone
things.
situation,
Exactly 12
as it is
a.m.
now,
And
it's
many people from this side of things must have
exactly
have
12
slept
a.m.
already.
from this side of
And
things.
in American
Exactly
time,
12
it's
a.m.
around
And
7
many people
o'clock
from
or
this side
6
of things
o'clock
must have,
thereabout.
have
So
slept
time zone is
already.
already also a
And
factor.
in
But
American
we
time,
indeed
it's
have to
around
keep doing this.
7 o'clock or 6 o'clock
We have
thereabout.
to keep
So
our
time
Yeah, I
zone
would
is already
suggest
also a
we
factor.
repeat this
But we
procedure
indeed have to
at a
keep doing
better
this.
time for people when it will
We
be
have
too
to keep
late
our
or
people
too much, so they can
informed.
absorb this volume of information we have to share with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. But well, the good part of it is that it is replayable across all the platforms. You know, on X,
Absolutely, I agree
they
with
can
that.
replay it.
But well, the
On
good part
YouTube,
of it is
can
that
be
it is
replayed.
replayable
On
across
Facebook,
all
so
the
it's
platforms.
not all this
On X,
information is
they
not
can
lost.
replay it.
They can
on
still
YouTube, it can
get
be
it
replayed.
and
On
listen to it
Facebook,
and
so it's
get
not
to see
all
the
this
real gist.
information is not
And
lost.
we have done
They
a
can
very
still
fantastic job
get it
today.
replayed and
We
listen
can
to
work
it
more on the
and
technicalities.
get to see the real gist.
And also,
And
the internet also,
we have done a very fantastic
had
job
a thing
today.
on us, but we were able to
We
catch
can work
up
more on
and
the
continue
technicalities.
regardless. So, and that is one thing about
And also, the internet also,
production. We have to
had
be
a thing on us,
flexible
but
when
we were able to
we
catch
have
up
technical
and continue
challenges,
regardless. So, and that is one
be
thing
able
about
to drive home our point regardless.
production. We
And
have
of
to
course,
be flexible
Mr.
when
Abdullahi
we have
Salisu
technical
also
challenges
join us
and be able to drive home our
despite
point
the
regardless. And of
electricity
course,
condition.
Mr.
There's no
Abdullahi
light, and of course,
Salisu
it's the same thing.
also join us.
I had to make
Despite the
arrangement
electricity
from my own
condition,
to secure my
there's
own
no light, and of
electricity.
course,
So,
it's the same thing.
we understand that
I had to
situation
make
of things,
extra
and most of us are
arrangement
into
from my
matrix.
own hand
So,
to
but
secure
by
my
and
own
large, we
electricity.
have been
So
able to
we understand that situation of
project
things,
a
and
very
most
sound,
of us are in
wholesome,
the matrix.
insightful
So, but by and
production
large, we
today.
have been able to,
And I believe, and well,
project
let's
a
even
very sound,
the 30 of
wholesome,
us that are already on this
insightful
live,
production today.
we
And
can
I believe,
indeed send in
well,
our comments.
let's
if
even
we want, but most people,
the
and of
30 of
course,
us
we know
that are
all of these
already
things. We
on
have done
this
our
live,
calculations very well.
we
That
can
Nigerians
indeed
are
send in our
mostly very,
comments if we want, but most
not
people, and
rocking
of
the
course,
boat
we
kind
know all of
people.
these
They
things.
don't want
We
to
have done our
comment.
calculations
They are
very well.
afraid of showing their
That
face.
Nigerians
They are
are
afraid of
mostly
their
very,
voice being heard. I was
not
literally
rocking the
called
boat
today
kind
by
of
my
people. They
elder
don't want to
brother
comment.
about
They
the
are
recent.
afraid
They
of
said,
showing their
"Oh,
face.
sure, be
They are
careful.
afraid of
Do
their
not
voice being heard."
confront the system."
I was literally called today
Nigeria
by
is a
my elder
society
brother
of very,
about a recent.
fearful
They said,
people.
"Oh,
People are
sure,
afraid
be
for their life.
careful. Do not
People are
confront the
genuinely afraid
system."
because the system is
Nigeria
very
is a
ruthless
society of very,
against
fearful
dissenting
people.
voices.
People are afraid
So,
for
but
their life.
in Movement
People are
Radio,
genuinely afraid because the system
the
is
whole
very
idea
ruthless
is to educate
against
people
dissenting
and
voices.
give them the right
So, but
kind of
on in Movement
orientation
Radio,
to be able
the
to
whole idea is
confront
to
and do
educate
the needful
people and
with
give them
regards
the
to
right
their
kind
current
of
situation.
orientation
So they will have no
to be able
excuse
to
give
confront
that. This
and
is the
do the
reason why we
needful
will not take
with
action.
regards to their
Now the
current
reason why we not take
situation. So
action
they will
to
have no
give.
excuse
So, but there is no
to
excuse any
give
longer.
that. This is the
With
reason why we will
platforms
not
like Movement
take action.
Radio, that
Now the
we
reason
have
why we
had
not fit take
an
action
audio
with this.
provision for people
So,
that
but there is
don't
no
like
excuse
video.
any longer
We have
with
made
platforms like
video
Movement Radio that we have had an
availability
audio provision for
at
people
different
that don't
platforms,
like video.
on
We have made
Instagram, on X,
video
on YouTube, on Facebook, so people can choose
availability
can make their choice.
at
So,
different platforms.
by and
on
large, the Movement
Instagram,
Radio
on
is doing
X,
its best
on YouTube,
to
on
fire
Facebook,
on
so
all
people can
cylinders.
choose
It is now left
can
for
make
the
their
people
choice. So
to join
by and
and
large, the
participate.
Movement Radio is doing its
Join
best
and
to
participate.
fire
And do
on
not
all
forget,
cylinders. It is now
our
left for
format
the
of
people
engagement at the
to
beginning of when we
join
were
and
introducing
participate. Join and
ourselves to you.
participate.
One
And do
of the
not forget
contracts that we have with people is
our
that
format
they
of
should indeed
engagement at the
engage
beginning of when we were
and
introducing
participate.
and
of course,
ourselves
if
to
you
you.
have
One of the
a
contracts
media
that we have with people is
organization
that they should
that is
indeed
very,
engage
indeed
and
not
participate.
funded by the state,
And of course,
that is
if you have
truly
a media
independent,
organization
I think
that
the
is very,
wise thing is for the
indeed
people to
not
support
funded by the
and
state,
participate
that is
and be part of
truly
such media
independent.
organization. And it is the
I
reason why
think
many
the
of
wise
us
thing is for the
are
people to
part
support
of this team.
and
So thank
participate
you so very much.
and be
We
part
have
of such
been
media
rolling for the
organization.
past
And it is the
2
reason why many
hours,
of us
13 minutes.
are
And
part
we
of
currently
this
have
team.
31.
So
Don't
thank you so
forget to
very much.
remind them of
We have been rolling for the past
don't
2
forget to
hours,
remind
13
them of the
minutes,
interview with
and we
the
currently have
terrorist
31
survivor
of
coming
you.
up
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have it coming up this coming Saturday, and it's 7 p.m. Nigerian time.
Absolutely. We have it coming up
And it promises
this
to be
coming
very,
Saturday,
very great.
and
we
7 p.m.
we are
Nigerian
indeed
time.
very much poised to welcome
and
have
it
a
promises to be
chit-chat
very, very great.
with
And we
someone
are
who
indeed very
survived
much poised
one of the
to
most
welcome
fearful
and have a chit-chat
dreaded
with
circumstances in our
someone who
current
survived one of the
situation. You are
most
muted.
fearful dreaded circumstances,
we will have to
in
look
our
forward to that day. Do not miss
current
it for anything.
situation. You are
Set your
muted.
reminder for
Okay,
Saturday,
so
July.
we will have to
And
look
of
forward to
course,
that
it will
day.
be
Do
very,
not
very
miss it for
interesting
anything.
hearing from
Set
the
your
horse's
reminder
mouth of
for
someone who has
Saturday,
a close
July,
contact, with
and of
the
course it will be very,
very
very
dreaded
interesting hearing from
insurgents,
the
and it
horse's
will
mouth
give us
of someone who has a close contact,
a
with
close
the
experience
very dreaded
of what it means
insurgents,
to
and it
indeed
would give us
be in the
a
galley
close
of the
a
insurgents. So
close
thank you so very much,
experience
everybody.
of
We'll
what
be
it
sending
means to
reminders
indeed
upon reminders
be
throughout
in
the
the
week
gallows
with respect to
of
the
the
upcoming
insurgents. So thank you so very much,
interview that
everybody.
we'll be having with
We'll be sending reminders upon
someone that
reminders
survives
throughout the week
insurgents,
with
or
respect
perhaps
to the
bandits. You can also
upcoming
call them terrorists.
interview that
But
we'll
we
be
try
having with
to
Once again,
very,
someone
very
thanks
that has
everybody.
survived
based
on
on
Mr.
the
Abdullahi,
insurgents,
last
or
word, any
perhaps
last word
bandits. You can also call
before
them
we
terrorists.
end
But
the
we try
stream?
to
Thank you very much, and we are grateful,
Any last
everyone.
word, Mr. Abdullahi, before we end the stream?
Yes,
he's
Go
talking.
ahead.
Yeah, he's talking already. It's your
okay.
internet here.
Thank you so much, everyone. We are grateful for you. Keep coming, because this is just the beginning, and all the glitches, all the technical hiccups will all overcome it. Everything when you start it, you need to keep working, and we'll keep improving, and we will not relent. Just as we said, we should endure. We should keep pushing, no matter what. We'll keep doing. And this is an independent radio, not having any affiliation to any of the state agency. So we expect all this kind of things. So we are not saying that okay, we are going to be all perfect. No. But what we'll keep doing. The most important thing is the perseverance, is what the doggedness that will keep pushing no matter what. Even with the network glitches, whatsoever, then keep a date with us on Saturday. The terrorist survivor will come here, and you'll be shocked. Maybe some of the revelation you will hear from him will tell you, yes, indeed, Nigeria should be at the crossroad, and things need to change. So I think those are my departing words. I remain Salisu Abdullahi from Abuja, and we'll keep coming, we'll keep coming. Let's become brothers, and let's become brothers and sisters. Keep moving. We are one nation, one Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, and we look forward to having you on another brand new episode on Movement Radio. And this time around, it's indeed an epic showdown with a terrorist survivor. See you on Saturday, and we look forward to having all of you join us. Bye bye for now.